Hello, NCC Church family. Thank you so much for joining us today on Wednesday. So glad that we can share this video with you today. And this is a really important week. We're headed into Easter. Easter's going to feel a little bit different, that we're going to be doing Easter online and not in person in our church buildings. But Jesus is still risen, and we're so thankful for that. I want to share a couple verses from John chapter 14. John 14, verses 1 and 2, Jesus told some of his closest followers, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God, trust also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, I would have told you. I am going there to prepare a place for you." So the setting is the week before Jesus was to be crucified and then rise again. Jesus is spending this time at the Last Supper with his closest followers, and then he speaks these words to them right after that supper. He's trying to prepare them for the fact that he's not going to physically be with them for very much longer. It's going to be a huge change in their lives. Everything that they had known up to that point about following Jesus, they had learned from really living life with him day in and day out. Jesus is promising that he's going to send the Holy Spirit to them. Not sure how much they knew about the Holy Spirit at that point. They didn't have the Bible the same way that we did. So you can imagine that they had some intrepidation and some concerns with the fact that Jesus was going to be gone. And Jesus tells them, don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God. Trust also in me. I think this can be a great lesson for us as well. We didn't know what the impact of the virus was going to be on our lives, but it's here. Life has changed. Life is very different. Just like Jesus' closest followers were anticipating a big change, our lives have changed as well. And I think Jesus wants to tell us, trust in God, trust also in me, because that part is not changing. I know that we're praying about the virus. I know we're praying for the doctors, the nurses, and so many people that are on the front lines helping people with the virus. Continue to pray about that. But I want to challenge us in one more thing. Let's not miss God. Let's not miss God this week. As we journey through this week, day by day, headed toward Easter, let's not miss what God is doing in our lives. Let's not miss what God is doing in this current situation, as difficult as it is. Let's not miss God. I think this is a message for us. Trust in God and trust in Jesus. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're looking forward to our Good Friday service coming up Friday evening online, and also Easter Sunday coming up this Sunday morning at 8:45 online. We look forward to being together with you online at that time. Thanks again for being with us today.